My name's Austin Moore, and I'm a project manager. I did an internship working with my dad's company in the construction field, and I liked that. I enjoyed it. It was a good experience, but the civil engineering program was very focused on design, and the summer before I graduated, I decided, hey, I want to give design a shot. You know, that's what I've been studying. That's what this program's really focused on. One of the best things about my day is that I know I'm going to be doing something that impacts the success of the project. It's going to be a little bit different than what I was doing the day before, because just naturally the project is progressing through different phases. So, you know, at the start of the job, we might be doing excavation. As we go through, we're doing concrete work, then electrical. So it's a little bit different day to day on what I'm actually working on. I'm making a decision that will help the company succeed, or it could not turn out well. There's consequences to the decision I make, and it's nice to know that when I make a call, it's gonna matter. It's stressful, right? Because you can make the wrong decision, but it's also nice to have that ownership that, hey, I made the call and it worked out well. Or I made the call and it didn't go good and I learned something and I'll do that much better on the next go around. One of the things that I really like about construction is that it's very merit driven. You've got project managers who work their way up through the trades. They started out as a laborer, a carpenter, swinging a hammer, and they were a smart guy who worked hard, and they worked their way up. You've got guys who went to school and got a degree and are a licensed professional engineer, but they've all risen to that project manager level on their merits. It's not a, you've been here 5 years, so you got promoted to this position, you've been here 10 years. It's, hey, you were capable, so we gave you more responsibility, and you kept moving up. You kept getting more responsibility because of your capabilities, not because, you know, you put in the time and it was your turn to get the promotion. When I had decided after my design internship that wasn't for me, and I knew for sure I was going into the construction industry, I started telling some of my buddies in the civil engineering program that that's where I was headed. And they told me, oh, what a waste. Why are you doing that? Why aren't you going into design? That's what's really cool. And, you know, looking back on where I am, you know, I've gotten to work on a massive dam project. I've gotten to work on a tunnel project, on bridges. I've gotten to do all of this cool stuff. And they've been basically doing structure design homework for the last 7-8 years, you know, calcing a parking structure over and over again, just following the design manual, just punching in the steps, and I would never go back. There seems to be this negative perception of the construction industry. You know, nobody in the civil engineering program talks about it. If they do mention it, it's sort of in this demeaning manner that it's not real civil engineering work. You're outside, you're in the dirt, and it doesn't count. But I don't agree with that at all. I mean, I'm taking a design that somebody else worked on in an office, and we're making it happen. You know, we're out there, you know, they designed it and it all worked nice on paper, but when you're out there in the field, it's not that nice. You know, there's unforeseen problems, things that somebody sitting in an office missed when they were designing it, and you've got to troubleshoot those and come up with a unique solution that gets the job done. And to me, that's much more rewarding. At the end of the day, I have something I can put my hands on that I helped build. It's not just a stack of papers at the end of the day when I'm done with my work. When I started out, I had an opportunity to work on a dam project that we gotten, and it was a pretty large project, and I was just entry-level field engineer. And I worked on that job for about 4 years, and I had an opportunity to work with really good people who were really invested in developing me. You know, I had a superintendent who was a field guy who really shared his knowledge. I tried to glean everything I could off of him. Worked with a really great project manager and project engineer who really tutored me and helped develop me. And after that project wrapped up, because you know I had a lot of success on that job, I had an opportunity to go and be the project manager on a smaller tunnel job, about a $7 million job. And that was great. I mean, here I am 4 years in and I'm already getting to run my own project. Really great opportunity. A little nervous, a lot of responsibility, but excited about the opportunity, and that went well. I think the tunnel project that I worked on was my favorite project. That project was very unique. It was something that we had never done before. We were relining this tunnel, and nobody had really done it for the last 30 or 40 years. We were basically starting from scratch. So when we estimated it, we kind of had a rough idea of how we were going to do it, but we weren't really sure. We'd never done it before. And the superintendent and I that I was working with, we came up with kind of a unique way of assembling it, and it worked out really well. You know, we came in well under budget, and the project was very successful. And it was just really cool to have this unique problem that nobody in the company had really dealt with, and we brainstormed and we came up with an idea that worked really well and made the project successful.